going to cost more. Let's just say if you're in the oil business, it's going to cost more if you got to transport oil from one place to the other if you're just a regular hotshot driver, just for hazardous permits and everything. So everything is different in different business models is what I'm saying. Meaning that's a business decision. But if you're making money doing it now, and if this company's driving you out or if it's hurting you, you might want to go look at their model or to get into that category. But I don't think if they're successful in making money, that if this is the category that we're going to put them in, and I understand what you're trying to do, bring it up, and I'm okay with looking at it. I'm not going to tell you like Mr. Castile and say I'm ready to vote. But I'm just saying, I'm not giving them the opportunity. I'm not saying you can't cross over and do this. I just wanted the public, them to realize that.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And like he said, anybody can do what they're doing if they follow the guidelines, correct?
Correct.
Right, because I don't think that Uber is hurting them. I don't think nothing that I saw says Uber hurts them or affects their bottom line. It's about the rules in which governs them is the issue. And I just wanted to hear that because there's been many, many instances. Matter of fact, we had a discussion in this auditorium right here. You remember the TIF discussion?
Mm-hmm.
And the exact point was, hey, if someone wants to take advantage of a TIF district, all they got to do is do it. But I didn't hear that same argument. I heard, no, it's not good. It's setting new rules. It's giving an advantage to businesses. That's what I heard. Now I'm hearing, why don't you just cross over and do like they do?
That they're totally two irrelevant situations.
No, just like the oil industry was irrelevant.
Well, but just like poor people don't go get jobs. I mean, we can do this all night.
Absolutely. What you said was that in the TIF argument was it created an unfair advantage for businesses, and it put one business at a greater place than others. In this argument, you're telling the business that's already in place to go do what the new business is doing. That's exactly what you're saying. If you're going to make more money, that's what I'm saying. As a business person. Oh, yeah, no, business is all about money. Oh, yes, sir. It's about rules.
Yes, sir.
But I just wanted to get that on record.
Yep, me too. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Now we're having fun.
The next 4 years.
Oh, yeah. Look at 4 years of this, guys. Let's enjoy the ride. Any more council discussion on this matter? And yes, Mr. Bellard, I will support Mr. Boudreau. Sometimes rules need to be in place. Any blue cards, Ms. Williams?
We have one speaker, Ross Kraft.
Mr. Kraft.
Good evening, how are y'all? Doing all right? Yeah. Okay. I don't drive for Uber. I am a customer of it. In regards to Mr. Boudreau, I do agree with him. Get rid of the rules for everyone because Uber's gonna continue to operate. They already have a stricter background check standard than anything the government will impose. They already require their drivers to have new cars. And they have the free market to regulate their personnel. If you mess up with Uber, I'm sure they're going to kick you off. Uber has insurance for their drivers. You can sue them. In regards to bringing Uber up to the standard of the city of Lafayette, they surpassed anything the government can do some time ago. I would advise y'all to leave it alone. As a former law enforcement officer and working in a counterterrorism standpoint in the military, as well as in the private sector, I can tell you any background check Lafayette PD is going to do is going to go through NCIC, pull a criminal history on these people. Uber is going to use a private background check system, probably something more along the lines of ICGIS, which will get a lot more in depth. That's just what I'm guessing that's going to happen if they go through PD. The taxi cab companies here have for years not improved their fleets, not done a good job on customer service. Have any of you ever called a cab in this city? Nope. It takes at least, takes about 20, 30 minutes, I figure, and that's if they show up. All right? Uber, if there's a vehicle near you, it's there pretty quickly. Even if there's not one near you, you figure 10 to 13 minutes. You can see the person that's picking you up. You don't have to carry cash and worry about getting robbed. It is a better system than what is being done now. And I would encourage y'all either, if you want to make the playing field fair, which, my God, something be unfair in business, let the taxi cab companies get on Uber. Nothing's stopping them. I've used Uber in Vegas, DC, Hawaii. I've used it throughout the United States, and I've used cabs throughout the United States. Uber does a better job, and the cab companies can go through the process with Uber to get on. Nothing stops them from doing so. Either get rid of the rules for everybody and let the cab companies go out of business, because they will, or leave it as it is. Don't mess up a good thing by intervening in it because you want it to be fair, please. Thank y'all.
Thank you, Mr. Kraft. Any more blue cards? Let's call a roll on the amendment, please.
4,
Yes.
District 5?
Yes.
District 6?
Yes.
District 7?
Yes.
District 8?
Yes.
District 9?
Yes.
District 1? District 2?
Yes.
District 3? Motion to amend is approved.
Call a roll and the ordinance is amended.
District 4?
Yes.
District 5?
Yes.
District 6?
Yes.
District 7?
Yes.
District 8?
Yes.
District 9?
Yes.
District 1?
Yes.
District 2?
Yes.
District 3?
Yes.
Motion to adopt as amended is approved. Ordinance 19, 2016, an ordinance of the Lafayette City Parish Council declaring the building or structure located at 313 North Pierce Street, Lafayette, Louisiana, owned by Clarence Skipper, to be dilapidated and dangerous to the public welfare, and ordering the condemnation of the same.
Motion by Mr. Terrio, second by Mr. Boudreau. Council discussion? Seeing none, any blue cards?
Yes, sir.
Let's call a roll, please.
District 5?
Yes.
District 6?
Yes.
District 7?
Yes.
District 8?
Yes.
District 9?
Yes.
District 1?
Yes.
District 2?
Yes.
District 3?
Yes.
District 4?
Yes.
Motion to adopt is approved. Ordinance 27, 2016, an ordinance of the Lafayette City Parish Council amending contract number 500-94-063 between Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government and the Recycling Foundation Incorporated to extend the term of the contract to April 30th, 2016.
Motion by Mr. Terrio. Looking for a second.
Second.
Second by Mr. Boudreau. The council discussion. Mr. Terrio.
I don't know who on the administration you want to ask, Mr. Robideau or Mr.
It's up to you. You got the mic.
Mr. Robideau, quick question. In dealing with this, we're just extending the recycling foundation until April 30th. No terms of dollar values changing, everything staying the same as is, just the date of the final contract date has been moved.
That's correct, just a 2-month extension at the existing rate for the recycling only.
And of course, this is to give the administration time to evaluate.
That's right, the existing proposals and to determine what the next step needs to be.
Okay, good. That's all I have, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. No more council discussion. Any blue cards?
Yes, sir.
Call the roll, please.
District 6?
Yes.
District 7?
Yes.
District 8?
Yes.
District 9?
Yes.
District 1?
Yes.
District 2?
Yes.
District 3?
Yes.
District 4?
Yes.
District 5?
Yes.
Motion to adopt is approved. Ordinance 28, 2016, an ordinance of the Lafayette City Parish Council amending the fiscal year 15-16 operating budget of the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government by increasing revenues in the amount of $10,000 received from the U.S. Department of Justice Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, and appropriating within the Lafayette Police Department for reimbursement of overtime salaries costs associated with the ATF Task Force.
Need a motion. Motion by Mr. Comp. Second by Ms. Hebert. Hello, welcome to the council. Council discussion. Just having a good time tonight, Ms. Hebert. No council discussion, any blue cards?
Yes, sir.
Let's call a roll.
District 7?
Yes.
District 8?
Yes.
District 9?
Yes.
District 1?
Yes.
District 2? District 3?
Yes.
District 4?
Yes.
District 5? District 6?
Yes.
Motion to adopt is approved. Ordinance 29, 2016, an ordinance of the Lafayette City Parish Council amending the fiscal year 15-16 operating budget of the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government by adjusting line items in the amount of $7,000 within the Lafayette Police Department.
Motion by Mr. Terrio, second by Mr. Boudreau. Council discussion. Seeing none, any blue cards?
Yes, sir.
Call the roll, please.
District 8?
Yes.
9?
Yes.
District 1? Yes. District 2?
Yes.
District 3?
Yes.
District 4?
Yes.
District 5?
Yes.
District 6?
Yes.
District 7?
Yes.
Motion to adopt is approved. Ordinance 30, 2016, an ordinance of the Lafayette City Parish Council amending the fiscal year 15-16 operating budget of the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government by increasing revenues in the amount of $60,000 received from the State of Louisiana Community Water Enrichment Fund Grant Program and appropriating within the Community Development Department.
Motion by Mr. Terrio, second by Ms. Hebert. She took that to heart. Council discussion. Seeing none, any blue cards?
Yes, sir.
Call the roll, please.
District 9?
Yes.
District 1?
Yes.
District 2?
Yes.
3?
Yes.
District 4?
Yes.
District 5?
Yes.
District 6?
Yes.
District 7?
Yes.
District 8?
Yes.
Motion to adopt is approved. Ordinance 31, 2016, an ordinance of the Lafayette City Parish Council amending the fiscal year 15-16 operating budget of the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government by authorizing the receipt of $25,000 in Workforce Innovation Opportunity Act Job-Driven National Emergency Grant Fund from the Louisiana Workforce Commission through the St. Landry Parish Government and Local Workforce Development Board Number 40 and appropriating within the Community Development Department Workforce Development Division budget.
Motion by Mr. Boudreau, second by Ms. Cook. Welcome to the council, Ms. Cook. Council discussion. Seeing none. Any blue cards?
Yes, sir.
Call the roll,
Hey, now.
please.
District 1?
Yes.
District 2?
Quiet on the next one. Let them get.
Yes.
Number 2?
District 3? District 4?
Join it.
District 5? District 6?
Yes.
District 7? District 8? District 9?
Yes.
Motion to adopt is approved.
Thank you, Jeremy. We're moving to announcements on a vacancy on boards and commissions. Jeremy, go ahead and read it, please.
A vacancy exists on the Transportation Policy Committee, the governing body of the Metropolitan Planning Organization, for an indefinite term. Individuals wishing to submit a resume for the above volunteer vacancy must be a registered voter and a resident of Lafayette Parish. Act 472 of the 2008 Louisiana Legislative Session, now codified as Louisiana Revised Statute 42-1124.2.1, requires financial disclosure under certain circumstances. Resumes are to be forwarded to Veronica L. Williams, Clerk of the Council, P.O. Box 4017C, Lafayette, Louisiana 70502, or email to bclafayette@lafayette.la.gov no later than noon, Tuesday, March 1st, with council appointment to be made on March 15th, 2016.
Thank you, Jeremy. Consider appointment by the council as a whole to boards and commissions. Go ahead and read, please.
Appointment to the Keep Lafayette Beautiful Committee for 10 months, the remainder of an unexpired term.
Okay, the resume received for consideration is from Greta Gerstner, and there is no incumbent in the submission. Anybody? Mr. Billard nominates Gerstner. No one else nominated? Go ahead and call a roll and just signify by saying yes.
District 2?
Yes.
District 3? Yes. District 4?
Yes.
District 5? District 6?
Yes.
District 7? Yes. District 8? Yes. District 9? Yes. District 1?
Yes.
Ms. Gerstner is appointed.
Appointments by the council members, mayor, president, and/or other direct appointing authority. Jeremy, go ahead and read the appointments, please.
Joe Robideau is appointed by Lafayette Mayor President Joe Robideau to the Transportation Policy Commission, the governing body of the Metropolitan Planning Organization, for an indefinite term effective January 4th, 2016. Patrick Lewis is automatically appointed to the Transportation Policy Commission, the governing body of the Metropolitan Planning Organization, for an indefinite term effective January 4th, 2016. Bruce Conk is automatically appointed to the Transportation Policy Commission, the governing body of the Metropolitan Planning Organization, for an indefinite term effective January 4th, 2016. Nanette Cook is automatically appointed to the Transportation Policy Commission, the governing body of the Metropolitan Planning Organization, for an indefinite term effective January 4th, 2016.
Thank you, Jeremy. We're going to go into introductory ordinances now. Need a motion and a second. Motion by Mr. Boudreau to go into global, and Mr. Bellard seconds that. Jeremy, go ahead and read.
Ordinance 33, 2016, an ordinance of the Lafayette City Parish Council authorizing Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government to sell 3 surplus motorcycles which are no longer needed for public purposes to Cajun Harley-Davidson for a total bid price of $22,500 as per the attached list. Ordinance 34, 2016, an ordinance of the Lafayette City Parish Council authorizing the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government to sell 100 surplus golf carts which are no longer needed for public purposes to Courtesy Golf Cars for a total bid price of $212,500 as per the attached list. Ordinance 35, 2016, an ordinance of the Lafayette City Parish Council authorizing the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government to sell an Elgin street sweeper which is no longer needed for public purposes to Scott Construction Equipment Company, LLC for a total bid price of $10,500. Ordinance 36, 2016, an ordinance of the Lafayette City Parish Council authorizing the filing of an application with the Louisiana Commission on Law Enforcement for a 2015 Edward Byrne Memorial Justice Assistance Grant targeting computer and high-technology crime for the Lafayette Police Department. Ordinance 37, 2016, an ordinance of the Lafayette City Parish Council authorizing the filing of an application with the Louisiana Commission on Law Enforcement for a 2015 Stop Violence Against Women Act grant for the Lafayette Police Department. Ordinance 38, 2016, an ordinance of the Lafayette City Parish Council authorizing the filing of an application with the Federal Transit Administration for operating capital assistance in the amount of $2,673,000 through the FTA Section 5307 Urbanized Area Formula Funds, along with the required match in the amount of $264,000 for use within Public Works Department Transit Division. Ordinance 39, 2016, an ordinance of the Lafayette City Parish Council declaring the building or structure located at 108 Clifford Road, Lafayette, Louisiana, owned by Michael Jody Leger to be dilapidated and dangerous to the public welfare and ordering the condemnation of same. Ordinance 40, 2016, an ordinance of the Lafayette City Parish Council amending the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government Code of Ordinances, Chapter 72, Property Management, specifically Article 2, Management and Disposition of Adjudicated Property, Section 7211B, Establishment and Findings, and Section 7212, Definitions regarding process oversight.
Thank you, Jeremy. Any council discussion on any items? Seeing none, is any blue cards?
Yes, sir.
Call a roll on introduction, global.
District 3?
Yes.
District 4?
Yes.
District 5?
Yes.
District 6?
Yes.
District 7?
Yes.
District 8?
Yes.
District 9?
Yes.
District 1? District 2?
Yes.
Motion to introduce in globo is approved.
Thank you, Jeremy. No further business. Meeting adjourned. And I want to welcome